Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Nanda. Welcome to English class for 5th grade with Bunda Wafa. Alright, so through this video we will continue our discussion for the last unit of English, which is unit 8. Bunda hopes that you could learn a lot from this video and you could have fun watching it. Without further ado, happy watching! Alright, Nanda, so it has been a very long time since we see each other at school, right? Well, so how are you? How your Ramadan goes? How is your fasting? Bunda hopes that you guys always in a good and healthy condition, especially in this holy month of Ramadan. Well, Nanda, it has been, maybe this is the first time that you will spend the whole month of Ramadan not at school, right? So usually you go to school during Ramadan for sunlight and do many positive activities with your friends and your teachers at school. But however, because of the pandemic, you guys have to do it all at your home. But it's a good thing, right? That you can spend lots of time with your family. So Bunda hope that you could have fun as well at your home. Alright, Nanda, so like what Bunda said, we will continue our discussion for Unit 8 with the theme of entertainment. And the past week you have studied by yourself about it, right? So can you tell me what you have studied about Unit 8? Okay, yes, we have learned about nationalities, right? So nationalities mean kewarganegaraan and all the things about it. You have learned a few or some nationalities, some vocabularies about it. And this week we will dig in more about that. Bunda will review it again. And also we will learn a little bit about grammatical thing, about adverb of time. So without further ado, Bunda will give you time to prepare what you have to bring for today's class, which is the student book, your notes, and a pen so you can take notes whenever you want. Okay, so Bunda will give you time to pause this video and prepare yourself. You may pause the video now. Alright, so you're back. Okay, so without further ado, are you ready? Let's get the class started. Okay, so Nanda, you have your student book now. Now, let's open your student book on page 96, activity 2. You will see that there are some nationalities in activity 2, right? Now, let's have a little review of what you have learned about the nationalities. Okay, so nationalities comes from two words, nation and alities. So nation meaning negara, or you can say nation has the same meaning as countries, meaning in bahasa is negara. About nationalities is kewarganegaraan, atau bisa dibilang orang itu orang apa. Nah, so those are the two differences between nation and nationalities. Because Bunda see that you seems a little bit confused while you were working with your workbook. Okay. Can you give me example for nation or negara? Can you give me example of it? Indonesia, alright. Japan, China, America, good. Okay, let's keep it there. So we have Indonesia, Japan, China, and America, right? These words are the nation atau negara. Berarti tempat atau ya negaranya. Meanwhile, the nationalities, can you tell me what is the nationalities atau kewarganegaraan of Indonesia? Alright, Indonesian. How about Japanese? Oh, sorry, how about Japan? Japanese. For China, it's Chinese. For America, it's American. So for nationalities, for this word, they are meaning that orang itu orang mana, bukan tempat. Jadinya orang itu orang mana. Okay, to make it easier for you, let's put it in an example. Okay, let's say she is from Japan. She is Japanese. Alright, so you see in the first sentence, there are from, right? You will see from. Kalau ada from, harus diikuti dengan negaranya atau tempat asalnya. Berarti tempatnya ya, berarti negaranya. Jadi arti dari kalimat pertama itu dia dari Jepang. Okay, let's see the second sentence, which is she is Japanese. Yang artinya dia orang Jepang. Nah, the Japanese means orangnya orang apa atau orang mana gitu. So it's not about the place, tapi orangnya orang mana. Okay. So jadi kalau misalkan in the sentence you see atau you find from, kalau kalian menemukan kata from, harus diikuti oleh tempat. Diikuti oleh tempat atau negaranya. Kalau misalnya kalian tidak menemukan from di kalimatnya, boleh diikuti dengan nationalities-nya. Alright. Do you get it now? Okay, if you have any question about it, please put a comment on below this video, alright? Okay, so now let's make another example. For example, Bunda is from Indonesia. Bunda is Indonesian. Okay, so that's how you work with nation and nationalities. Kalau ada from di kalimatnya, ditaruh dilanjutkan dengan negara. Kalau tidak ada from, dilanjutkan dengan nationalities-nya. Alright, Nanda, so now let's check your student book activity 2, that there are many nationalities that you can find there. Alright, so can you tell me where Chinese is from? Yeah, it's from China. Alright, so can you tell me where is Italian from? It's from Italy. Okay. Can you tell me where Spanish is from? Spain. Alright. How about Indian? Where is Indian from? India. Okay, so it seems like you already understood enough about the nations and nationalities and where to use it. Okay, now we will continue our discussion to prepositions of time. See you there. Alright, Nanda, let's continue our discussion to please open your student book, page 98. Alright, so you will see in a little box on your right side, you will see a box with tip. Okay, so we will talk about prepositions of time, or how do we use in, on, and at for time. So if you want to write a sentence with a time, you can use in, on, atau at, or at. But how to use it properly, so we'll talk about it right now. Alright, so in preposition of time, there are 3 words that you will meet, that you will find, mostly you will find. So it will be in, on, and at. Alright, so how do we differentiate between in, on, and at? How can we know when we should use in, when we should use at, and when we should use on? Alright, so Buddha will tell you now. Alright, so for in, it is used for months, years, centuries, or just a long period of time. So if you want to put in before a sentence or before a time, it is better before months, years, or centuries, or a long period of time. For example, in May, in April, in June, or in 1997, in 2012, in 2013, for example, like that. Or you can say for a long period of time, for example, in the spring or in the summer, because outside they have four kind of weather, right? Four kind of seasons. Or we can say like in the wet season, in the dry season, it's something like that. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, which is on. On, we use on for days and dates. We only use for those two. Okay, for example, on Monday, on Tuesday, on Friday, on Saturday. So it has to be days or dates. For example, on what time is it? What is the date today? It's on the 1st of May, on the 27th of April, on the 2nd of June. So it has to be days or dates. For at, the last one, at, you have to put a precious time, as in time jam. For example, at 3 o'clock, at 10:30 a.m., or a precious time, meaning that waktunya harus tepat atau waktunya yang pas, yang kita tahu itu tuh saat, contohnya saat malam. Kita tahu itu malam, berarti at night, at noon, at the day. Okay, so that is how you use at in a sentence. Okay, let's jump to the example. Okay, for in, here is the example. So we have Ramadan and we have to fast in May. So we put in before the month. Okay, the second example, I will have a quiz on Tuesday. So before on, you will put Tuesday or a day, or I will have a quiz on the 12th of June. Something like that. Right, so for example, for at, we go home from school at 2:30 p.m. Or we will have breakfasting at noon. So those are all it for preposition of time and how you should use in, on, and at in a sentence. So Bunda hopes that you will not be confused anymore about it. Alright, Nanda, so now you have learned about the nationalities and nation, and now you have learned as well about prepositions of time. And those are the things that you need to learn in your Unit 8. So after this, we will have a few more exercises about Unit 8, and then after that, we will continue on to the quiz. So that's all for today's video, and Bunda hopes that you can learn a lot from this video. And if you have any question for Unit 8 or for the things that we have learned today, you can always comment below, or you can always ask Bunda through Edmodo or through my WhatsApp. And Bunda hopes that we will meet soon at school after all of this pandemic thing go on. And that's it. Thank you so much for having the class with me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you again later.